Nice. I think we are ready to start now. You little player. Okay, it's Tuesday. It's Queensville. Welcome to Queensville today, guys. Hi guys. Hope you guys are all right. I'm just feeling great today. I've just had some news today, which I won't talk about. But yeah, things are great. Jade's been in today, which has been brilliant. Done some studio work today, which has been full on today. Not kind of, the day was really slow today. Very slow today. So welcome guys to the chat. Gaming Heads here. Good stuff. Let me pop up the chat now. And we're going to this afternoon today. We're going to talk about some Queen stuff. And I need to go and blow my nose. You know the drill by now. Chats, questions, anything you want. Be back in a second. Pip from my nose. Alright. Bloody hell. So not a busy stream on Saturday. Saturday's stream was quiet. But tonight we're going to talk about some Queen stuff tonight. In fact, we've got a great thing to talk about tonight actually. First thing I need to discuss is, apart from the fact that I'm going to do Queen tonight, you're about to hear, one of my subscribers, I can't remember, sent me an MP3 of Buenos Aires audio from the Wardo guys in Wardo. And I've had a nice listen to that actually while I had my tea. And I tell you what, the quality's not bad actually on that thing. It was really, really good. Very good indeed. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Quality's pretty good actually. It's still a little bit tatty, but it's worth it for the collection anyway. And Planet Mixer sent that. No, yeah, it was. And I was really impressed with that. I've got a couple of mentions today. I've got a couple of things. Comments page has been pretty busy today. The comments page. Coming Head says, I got the live Magic vinyl yesterday. The cover looks great. What's the edited vinyl release that came out? You know, the one I sent you? Yes, it was you. Yes, it was. The one you sent me. Yes, brilliant. Brilliant release. Wardo's release is brilliant. Great time coat on that one as well. I like the same definitive edition. Yeah. Some of the tracks though, I mean, I understand why the tape's a bit weird, because the tape they used on the CD, on the pressing of it, sounds wobbly in a way. There's some tracks that are kind of like wibble in a way, which I understand have probably got, the machine was probably broken or something, or the tape was probably knackered or broken or something else. But since I restored it, it's a very good release indeed. So I like it. So thank you so much for that. I like the artwork inside as well, which is pretty good. So it's nice to keep authenticity of it and stuff. It's like, well, what to say? It's just like, you know, brilliant. Mustafa is great. Mustafa sounds fantastic. Really like that. That actually is it's a fast show though. It's a very fast-paced show. Very fast. Must be hyperactive or something. We're stuff like you. We're stuff like you. Allah, 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 I pray for you. It's just fantastic. And first time I ever heard Mustafa live. Probably they never play that song ever again, and we played it in that only show, I think. But yeah, it was great. very fast paced. And that's what Queen was going for, wasn't it? In their things. Anyway, you can send me questions, guys. Today we're doing live chat and up on top chat. Live chat today. Thank you. So send me the questions you want today. I've got some Queen stuff to talk about. Something about the 2011 remasters that came out. Interesting information about that. I'll tell you about that later. And also, main agenda. We talked about that Freddie Mercury. Who should replace Freddie Mercury? A couple of comments about that. And obviously, it was between George Michael or it was going to be between Jessica Soto. And I think it's Jessica Soto was the winner, to be honest, because he's fabulous. That DVD is still available to buy on Discogs, actually, which is really cool. Unfortunately, it's just mono and no stereo. I had a funny feeling it was just that anyway. Mono cassette, straight in the machine. Editing job was pretty good. So Wardo's fantastic. Wardo's bringing out a new one as well. Hyde Park. They're bringing out the British brought out Hyde Park now. So whoever gets that Hyde Park and download, I'll be nice to hear that actually. I know it is the full version of it, but I don't know where they got the quality from. But the quality sounds amazing. So I'll look forward to hearing that Hyde Park version. So there's one for you next to get Gaming Head is Hyde Park. Love to hear that all the way through. Let's see how that turns out as well. So there's one for you to get next. Right, comments page. Now we'll do the comments first, and then we can start talking Queen. So I had a couple of messages for the past couple of days. First of all, I had one from Marida Johnson, who's subscribed quite a long time. He says, "Look, this is on a Queen on Queen Forever," and he says, "Love you, Brian. Thanks for love you, Brian. Thank you for all of the." It's just because love you, Brian. Thank you for all you and Roger do for Queen fans, new and old. Well, got to realise that was an interview taken a while back, but great comments. Yeah, Queen Forever. Yeah, it's all right, I suppose. Right. Now we've got a copy or a thing of Nicholas being in touch again. 2 days ago, this was. It says, here we are. This is about the. This is about Mr. Straker and Sleep. I think it is true that Freddie did cut ties with Peter, probably because he wanted Peter to remember him more as an old Freddie than the trailer Freddie he became. Then the trailer Freddie became, I should say. There's also a link to a Peter Straker interview saying he had stopped seeing Freddie and wouldn't admit to his HIV diagnosis. I think he was pretty much going to be that anyway. According to Peter Freestone at a breakthrough interview, the fallout happened at a restaurant lunch where Peter was arrived late, pretending to be a drunker as he was, and Freddie said that he had had enough. It's probably an excuse that he didn't want to show his vulnerability to his friend Peter, without whom he had such carefree times. Well, that might be true, yeah. Wade's situation is reported from Peter Freestone too. I trust him more than most sources say. Off topic. What's your opinion on the worthless of Mike West's Queen First 12 Years book? I'm thinking of buying a copy. Have a great week. Thank you, Nicola. Mike West Queen's First 12 Years book. Well, let's have a look on Amazon. Let's see. First 12 years. This is the old one. This is a very old one. Now I have actually seen this book in well, let's give you a bit of it. This is a book here it's talking about. First 12 years. I have actually seen this I've mostly seen this one in libraries. The libraries have normally had it in for their collectability thing. It's an alright book. It's old, but it's worth. I suppose it's worth it for reading it. Really, for it's decent to get. So technically, might as well buy it. If you want some nostalgia and everything else, but yeah, I remember that book being in the library. To doesn't really go through a lot of information about the band. It just goes through timelines and little snippets of things. It's not really a big book anyway. My point of view, I would just play the safe card and try it on Amazon preview first before actually seeing it, or give a chance to get it on PDF download and get that. I know that Alan Joyce, who watches Queensville, he got this as well. And it's not a bad book. So, yeah, might as well try it. She also says, get well soon, Jade. Jade is better now. She is recovered of her illness, and she's fine. And she's much better. Actually, she's been today. We've been working on, maybe recording anything, we've just been working on just some tracks today. Recording on Thursday, which is good. And I think, well, I've received some upsetting news today. I wasn't expecting that news to come to me, but I just hope that she is okay. I hope she's okay. So that was alright. Yeah, Mirror Real Life Stories, Freddie Mercury, Best Friend. Yeah. It's worth it for the thing. Brian Cliff and this is from Beatrice Carew 2 days ago. Brian Cliff and Phil Rudd are back along with Angus and nephew Stevie. Yes, yes they are. They are back together. So yeah, they're back together. Michael Berkeley. I've already written these ones out anyway. Yeah, Brian, Cliff, Phil are back along with Angus and nephew Steve. So yeah, I thought they were. So someone's been telling me they're not. They are. Brian is coming back just for a limited time, just to do the studio work, not the on tours. The tours have not worked out anyway for AC/DC. It's just been really, really bad for them. So their tours are shit. AC/DC tours are. That's to be fair. I think the old AC/DC stuff is better than the new stuff anyway. Gav Newton has joined us. Hello, man. New subscriber. Hi, mate. Any idea what the Queen calendar is going to look like? No image on Amazon yet, despite a release of 15th of October. What's this one? Is it the unofficial calendar or the official calendar? This is two coming out. I know that one up there. Right, the one that's from the live Magic one, the live tour. That is the 2017 official calendar. Because the fact is it's celebrating the fact that come out earlier. I don't know. Calendar Club has not released anything yet. Neither has Queen Productions done anything. I haven't got a clue. I just hope it's not Queen Forever. Because I've got another calendar in there which I haven't got on my wall. I haven't got a clue. I don't know. If it is going to be a good one, I hope that it is going to be Greatest Hits cover. Because they haven't done a Greatest Hits cover yet. Which would be nice. Gaming says, are you going to burn the CD and print the cover art? No. I don't do that. What's the point doing that when it's literally just not worth it? Yeah, cover art is good. No, I just like to keep them on the drive really because of good quality. And in fact, it's good you actually did it in FLAC format as well because the sound quality in that was really good. So it's good. I have some more good quality bootlegs. Houston, if you want more, I'll load them. I'll tell you what I would like, if you have, is Nebworth. But the new copy of Nebworth, not the one I've got. Mine is shockingly crap. But if anybody has got a copy of the Nebworth one, possibly the release that came out from Wardour, the new one that came out, please let me know. Nebworth is what I really want. I want Nebworth. You can put them on your OneDrive and I'll download it. Because I want it. I don't have it. one bit that I really want is the Hyde Park one. I really want to hear in better clarity, and the one, obviously the one for live in was it live in Hyde Park, and also the Nebulous one. Yeah, I think I have the Wardrobe release. Not sure. The one I'll show you actually which one it is. I'll go to Discogs, and I'll show you which one it is. There's two versions of it actually. Let's see which one it is. It's this one actually. Wait a minute, actually. It is. So let me do it now. This one. This is the first release that came out. This one is the improved sound quality on this one. The one I've got is from a fucking goddamn audience recording, which is terrible. And then on the back sleeve is the Wardow's version of this. This sound quality on this one's improved a lot. It says special thanks to Crazy S, by the way, from a Queen collector, providing the tape, the original tape of it. And apparently this is all completely complete. So this is a complete version with the DVD of the one off YouTube, because it is off YouTube. And it is actually worth getting that one. So that's the one that I really need to get, is the new version. The one I've got is from 1992 and it's fucking shit. Because what they did, they mixed it with the original sound with the speaker one on there, and it sounds like rubbish. It sounds so bad. Because that's the one I really want anyway for that one. The new version of it would be nice. There is another one kicking around as well that they brought out, which is Stevenage Park version. I think is the, because I know there's another Wardrobe release of it, but I don't know which. Can't know which one it is now. Yeah, that's these ones here. But that's the one that I really need, is the new Nebworth, because the one I've got is from, it's a terrible copy of it. I don't know where the hell I got it from. But it's worth it, worth checking down, guys. If you can try and find me that Nebworth, new version of Nebworth, that'd be good. There was a version of it kicking around on streaming live onto SoundCloud, and that version's not longer there now, it's gone. And then, actually, if I go to my, I've got rid of them all. Oh, I think I did. Oh, I must have. Oh, I did. Got rid of them. Oh no, I haven't. I've still got them. I've still got them. That one there. This is the one that recently came out. Was this one? Hyde Park 76. This is the new one that came out from Wardour, limited edition 000. Lucky. So that is this is the complete concert of the definitive Nebworth, just being released on Wardour, and I think it's worth getting that one. So that one would be good to get, and sound quality is supposed to be pretty good in that. There'll never ever be an official release of that. I doubt it. You'll only get bootlegs, which you can only afford, which is what they can do anyway with it, which is really interesting. So yeah, yeah. So that's pretty much going to be an interesting thing to track down. So we'll see what you think about it. And I do have to say that the bootlegs are really good indeed, which is cool. I have a Thank You All release from the Wardour Nebworth gig. That's the one I've got, and I don't like it. It's absolute shit. The one that the one that they did in 2015 is the one that was fucking good. That first release that came out is the worst release I've ever had, and it's absolutely shockingly crap. With the ending on it and that little fake little friend saying you're gonna get nicked for that. You're gonna get nicked for that. You gotta say, no, turn it off, yeah. It's like someone's someone's got a tape recorder near the speaker, obviously. It's like, yeah, you got it. Oh, you got it. Oh, yeah, you got it. Oh, yeah. So no, that's the one I've got, mate. I don't like it. The sound quality is terrible. Like a new copy of that, please. Thank you. If I can afford that money, please put in a donation and I'll buy it. which would be nice. Okay, right, now I'm going to do something a bit different this week. Just been in my Queen collection on my drive, and I came across this thing. Let's go to the artwork. I have some of these anyway. Now, when I was got the box set for the digital download of the box set for the 40th anniversary of the Queen albums, I realised that the Japanese versions of this included these little nice, lovely inserts in these that we never got. And these are apparently, so I'll just go on camera a minute. These are actually part of the Japanese box set of it. Now, what the Japanese did was they replicated their version of the box set, and they included these nice things inside them. So they're all numbered from 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, so on, to the works, which is the last one we put out. They did include greatest hits on this one, though. No, because I wanted to keep the authenticity of the albums. So Japanese versions are very interesting because they contain a lot more information. The producers on there, obviously, and then obviously release date information. And this is great, great set. The Japanese versions are absolutely amazing. Here's a sample of the back sleeves that they used for their CDs. This is the Japanese version of it. This is what they did. They basically used it in exactly the same jewel cases they had. Exactly the same jewel cases. And I thought the Japanese versions were amazing. They were really good. And it's nice to have authenticity of that as well, which is really good indeed. So that basically says apparently the Japanese version is better. And you can only get that. I don't know whether Discogs has it or not. I'm not sure. Just have a look. Because I know they brought it out as a box set for Japan. Oh, actually, these are the Japan ones. 2011 version. Yeah, actually, they are on Discogs to get. They have got a the ones they have on. That's European on that. Yeah, because the Japanese ones are brought out is absolutely fantastic. Let me just see if I can find one of the inserts in this one. Oh, maybe not. It might not be this one. No, I've got right down the bottom. Oh, God. Let me just have a quick look at the 2011 version. There we are. Japan. And see, these are the ones that Japan brought out. These are the ones that Japan brought out. These are the ones here, with nice Orbi strips inside them as well. In the box sets, I think you just get them as they are, but these ones are the Japanese Orbi strip ones, which is original CD cases, which is very nice of them to do that. The Horror Records ones are also worth getting as well, which is really good, and them ones are really good indeed. I lost my camera. Huh. Okay. All right. Oh God, not again. Just give me a second, guys, while I just get my resolution to get some camera sorted out here. 12:10:20. There we go. Right. So that's the ones that I have got all the collection now on my drive. And when I downloaded it, and I got the images off a site called what was the site called again? A site called covers.cc. And unfortunately, now the website's no longer available now because it's deleted for many years. And I have not seen that website anymore. And it was the best website they ever had, with all the covers on it. You could download them all, you could view them all. And the website went bust, which is a shame. It's a really shame about So yeah. One of the other things that happened also while I was going through my Queen collection, I was telling you guys about, I made a mash mix up of a track I did, and I've just played it tonight actually, and this is a song I did, a track I did with this. I've got to pay a little bit of it because I got a copyright issue for this, obviously, for it, but it is basically I Believe in Dreams with it's a Kind of Magic. So it basically starts off with this track, right, and then it goes straight into this, right, and that's all I'm going to play it, and then it's just basically go from there. Can't hear it, sorry. So that's what I was going to upload to YouTube, and unfortunately, well, I can't upload it, but I won't get any AdSense for it though. But saying that, I suppose I can upload it anyway. So that is going to be out on YouTube again. Hope that God I don't get a copyright strike for it. Just want to try and get it out, do it. I mean, I believe Dreams will be okay, but it's just I believe. So so yeah, I'm gonna try and upload that track to YouTube if I can, and see how it goes. But I'm just looking through my drive at the minute. Like some of the images from the from that. Remote Montreal, I do have. Yeah, I do have it. On the audio version, it's absolutely incredible. On the video version, it's absolutely terrible because it's not complete. The European version is cut as fuck. It's just not worth getting the European release of it. Get the US version. I think the US version is the best one to get. Let me get it out. Travesty of a DVD, that is. A travesty of a DVD. This one, this is the US version that we were rocking, and I have to say, this is the best print I've ever seen. This is remastered, and it's been done in. It's been transferred by two guys. It was actually transferred by Ted Hall, who remastered this DVD. The sound quality on this is amazing. It is it's a THX mastered as well, and the sound quality on this is much improved as well. It's absolutely well worth getting this one. There's on my channel. There's two alternate endings on my channel. I mean, obviously they couldn't originally use this print because the reason is Queen don't own the. Well, they did own this at the time, but the Americans' version, the Canadian version of this one, was released in Pioneer Films, Pioneer Artists, in 2001. First time ever released in DVD, and really fantastic. It doesn't contain some of the songs, because some of the songs are cut on this DVD, but this print is amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's got all the original credits on the film, all the original credits at the beginning and the end of the film. The ending is absolutely complete. The version on the European release is cut, at the end is cut, and it's got all the shots in it for some reason. And I don't even like that new. I don't like that HD print they brought out. I mean, their HD, the European release was absolutely shite. So I do recommend the American print of it. This was, at the time, HMV brought it out for a price of £16 for this DVD. Not bad. Also got the catalogue of stuff, other ones you can get in this break thing as well. There's a John Lennon one in here called "Come Together." Now I don't know whether that is a tribute concert or not. It might be the tribute concert one, possibly. It's got Judy Garland, songs for America. It's got the Who, Pointer Sisters, interesting, and there's also a DTS version of "We'll Rock You" and a special edition of "We'll Rock You" as well, and I think 11555. This is the special edition, and it's got a great hidden features on this. I don't actually have it on here. It's a hidden feature on this that gives you Queen World, I think it's called. And I did have it on my channel, but I think it got removed for bizarre, a weird reason. But this Queen World thing was really good indeed. The only thing about it is you can't rip that part on this DVD. You've got to play it, play it and screen capture it, which is kind of a good idea really for it. But this DVD is well worth it. Sound quality is really good indeed. And they did, and it's a shame that that the guys at Pioneer Artists went bust in America, because I mean, first of all, it's an NTSC disc anyway. It's obviously that, and it's Pioneer, and Pioneer. Actually, this was actually meant to be played in Pioneer discs, Pioneer DVDs, but now it's played. You can rip these anyway if you want to. But this print is really good, so do recommend to get this version. Get Discogs for about 10 quid, I think, on Discogs. Worth getting this. Good. So as I was talking about the Jeff thing the last few days ago, I've also got these two DVDs, which I recommend anyway, and these two ones are nice things. That apparently went in there, and that went into that. That's fine. Anyway, so yeah, so I've got two products here that I've got, and I'll go through them in a minute. It's going to take a break from it. There's a program called Make MVK where you can rip the whole gig from your DVD. I know. I actually used a program called XDVD Ripper, WinXDVD Ripper, and that was a great thing. It's just that what I had a problem with is the Ripper. It couldn't rip my Full House DVDs I've got there. The American ones, the US editions, all the complete series. Well, I couldn't rip most of them because the NTSC format, and they were great quality. When I ripped them to my computer, they were like shit. They were like absolutely dreadful quality, and I went, oh god, this is terrible. So I have to find a way to rip the individual TV show itself. Maybe there's an idea to do that, then let me know what it is anyway. Right, so I'm going to talk about this dude, Jeff Scott Soto. This is the Gods DVD live in 2002, and this is a very, very short show. It's only 60 minutes long, which I suppose, think about it, it's not a bad concert, but it was his first concert he did live with this. It's at Pennington Zoo, and it's also the very, very the gig's actually pretty good. There's a lot of songs in here that are really, really good indeed. Actually, some of the songs are really good ones. So the concert's on for 60 minutes. The full DVD is on for 3 hours. I have no idea why. I can't even find it. There's extra bits in this as well. Basically, it was his first concert. I think it was actually very good. There's one song in the show that he should never have performed, and that was "Love Parade," and that was not a good choice to put on this. You can tell by just frustrations. He's thinking, "Why am I singing this song for?" And that's why it's singing on it. Also got behind the scenes footage. It's got the first goofballs on this as well, which is uploaded to my channel. There's also a shreds thing that Harry Salmon did on behind the scenes. There is let's see, yeah, there's another thing in there. Frontiers Records' very first ever DVD that came out on this label, and my point of view, it's a pretty good thing. It's also got videos of Holding On, Eyes of Love, the interview with Jeff, which is up for an hour and a half, which is well worth watching. That actually, that's very interesting. And also what's the other one? The questions outtakes as well before the video was done for it. So I recommend that. And one of the other ones that I recommend is this definitive DVD that came out. This is the Live Madrid DVD. Amazing concert. It's all his basically. It was the last DVD brought out by Frontiers Records. They are still producing DVDs, but now they want the Blu-ray because Blu-ray is better. But this concert is really good indeed. Some classic stuff on here, especially. It's actually the Beautiful Mess tour. One Night in Madrid. It's a Beautiful Mess tour. This one, and it's got all the goofballs on this from beginning to end, including some new stuff I've never ever seen before. It's got it's a packed DVD. It's nearly about 8 hours long. Yeah, actually it's 4 hours long. 4.5 hours long. It's DVD. It's very big, and I'll watch this beginning to end. I think I like the special features more than the concept. It's well worth getting it. I do have that on download as well for that one, and it came with a Jessica Soto press photo pass for 2009. That came from the website. Actually, that came from Richard Mace, which was nice. And yes, it's a good concert. Really good. I have to say, if you like your music, check out them 2 DVDs because they're really good. Good singer. Very good singer indeed. Alright, it's coming at 6:25. I hope you've just come back from work and you're watching this live on YouTube. I'm eating marshmallows because I am hungry. So, I'm feeling good. Yeah, I need to. We've got in the next couple of days. Next couple of days going to be really interesting. Tomorrow in the studio tomorrow, doing some tracks. Jade's back here on Thursday, and yeah, it's all good. So, any more questions, guys? Hey, Gaming Head says, which Hyde Park bootleg did you order? The one I've just showed you. I haven't ordered it. I just want to know if anybody's got it. Hyde Park's the new one that brought out on Mordor. Let me find it for you first. Was the no, not that one. This is 2018. It's actually this one that just brought out number 288. It is the. I'll put it back on camera for you. It's this one here. It's Hyde Park 1976, and this is the new version they brought out on Mordor. if anybody's got that, then please send me a copy of that because I would love to hear it. But that's the one that I really would like to hear, is that one, because it'd be really good. You get a DVD as well, but God knows what they're doing. What they're doing on the DVD, they just doesn't have anything on the DVD. The audience recording. Oh, apparently you've got a soundboard recording and you've got an audience recording of it. So apparently you've got the Free in the Park bootleg, and you've got the soundboard, which has come from some bizarre release. I don't know where it's come from. And you got the Pro Shot video as well, which is cool. So you never know. And it's got audience outtakes, Sweet Lady, Keep Yourself Alive. Got some good stuff on there. Pretty good. Could you send me it when you got it? No, I haven't ordered it. I have not ordered it. I haven't ordered it. If you want to buy it, you can buy it on Discogs for 35 quid. And that is from a guy called Slowhand who's selling it. Auntie Den used to sell stuff on his channel on Discogs, but he never got back in touch with people. So you can get it on Discogs. I'll show you I'll give you a link to it. There you go. There's a link to that. If anyone wants to get that, please get it. Nice to see it. Sorry, I thought you ordered it. No, I haven't. No. I'd like to get it, but it's just pricey, very pricey. And Wardo's really expensive. But whoever gets it, who is it? No problem. They also started to bring up like other ones like U2 and Elton John and Robin Shaw, The Police, Sting, Duran, Live in Tokyo, David Bowie. Actually, David Bowie stuff's pretty good, and that's all bootlegged anyway. And they've got a Rory Gallagher one that's come out as well. That's interesting. Rory Gallagher live in Japan. I'll be I'd love to see that. I would like to get that one as well. But yeah. Sweet Lady was released on video officially in documentary. Yes, it was released as a test print on that classic albums DVD. Well, I'm still looking for that actually. The classic albums DVD. Which in fact, I'll have a quick look now actually. It's a video, isn't it? Might have to look at the DVD. That's it. 30th anniversary DVD. They're selling it. There's actually a lot for sale. Actually, you can get it for. Someone's selling it for $266. I don't know who's selling it for $266. I might be from a thing. Let's look at the cheapest, lowest price. $266, $295. That's the standard edition. There's a standard edition and there's a deluxe edition. But the one I want is the deluxe edition because it's got the classic albums logo in it. And I don't know whether it will be here or not. It looks like actually it's not the right one. Because the two DVD sets got the slipcase with the thing inside. So there's a French edition I've got here with 2 discs on it. But I mean, that's from $666. That's pretty good. You can get it from cheap in Germany. Yeah, Germany. I used to buy stuff from Germany a lot. So yeah, I need the UK edition now. There's one here for €7.99, €7. $0.99. In fact, this is the right one I want actually. So this is the one that I want. The premium edition. That's the one I had before for $12.99. I bought it at $12.99 in HMV the day it came out with the sticker on it as well. That's the one. This is the one to get. So it's a premium edition of this DVD I want. This one. This is the one I want. And it's only $7. And actually, it's cheaper to get it on here. It's only €7.99. Technically, I might buy it this weekend. Actually, I'm thinking of buying that now. And then I'm going to, once I get the DVD, then I'm going to rip the DVD and I'm going to make the new director's cut version of this Classic Albums one for you guys to have. And apparently this is like new, so technically I'm not going to bother about that. So I just want it. So I'm going to treat myself to that again. And just because I mean, someone won it in a competition and on Rock on the Rock Show Live program, and you know it was really good indeed. So yeah, let's go. You can get a special edition for £624. This, to be honest with you, this is the one I want. So but I don't want to get the Bohemian Rhapsody, the Night of the Opera special edition disc, double disc edition, because apparently, and by the way, that DVD does not contain the commentary track for the videos. Only contains, it's without the commentary track. It's well worth getting actually out. It's good. And then the next one I'm going to use Champions of the World, which I have got planned to get again VHS and rip that to computer. And in fact, Thingy was telling me about what's her name? Thingy was telling me, Nicola Pierce was telling me that she had a link to the VCD format of it, and I've had a look at that, and I technically don't want to buy that one. So yeah, I'm going to buy also, because technically it's £2.90, and that's nothing. That's very, it's only for Very Good Plus, and that's from the UK, and that's £2.90, and shipping's only going to be like £2 or something. So yeah, I'm going to buy that. So that's be the European release as well. The Netherlands one, the Holland one is the best one to go for because it is really, really long, and it's very well worth getting it. So I'll be getting that, a hold of that anyway soon. And then probably Gaming Head's going to ask me what would be your ultimate Queen buying to get. Well, it have to be News of the World, won't it? Box. Yeah, it is this one, and they're selling it for, Discog's selling it for £60, and that's bloody good. That's a good thing to pay. And this is the one I really want, the vinyl set, the CDs, and that great American Dream DVD. I really want that American Dream DVD because I love it so much. Absolutely well worth getting it. Just for that documentary again is absolutely great. But the selling on here for the same price anyway. It goes to about probably the cheapest one to buy it for is £61. It's cheap anyway. So that's cool. Not a bad release really for it. Not a bad release. I have this set. Great set. Oh, the You Can Use the World. It's brilliant. Brilliant. I just like it because the documentary's all uncut. And it's really good indeed. Yeah, there was a DVD. There was a DVD going around quite a while back from the. There was a DVD a while back going from that release that came out from Box of Flicks, and then there was a Box of Tricks that came out anyway with this, which is I'm going to try and find this flight case as well, actually, because there's a flight case kicking around. If you've not seen the flight, Queen Mania came out, and it's the this thing came out, and it's not available to buy anymore. But this came out in 1986. This is a Queen Mania box that came out in 1986, and we reviewed this on the channel quite a while back. You get a T-shirt, you get all the Queen albums from start to finish, including the double box set of Live Killers and all the original discs inside it. Somebody had this in their collection. Unfortunately, you can't buy this anymore. And then the other one that was interesting was Queen. Look at the no. It was this one, and it was this box that came out. Quality's a bit low in this one, but it's worth it. And it obviously is Queen Complete Works. So two things there that was really nice indeed. The flag case was only available in Holland, and then the Complete Works is available all over the globe. Apparently it was available in HMV, but it's no longer available. HMV doesn't stock it anymore. And you can buy it for a cheap price of 90 quid, and it's really well worth getting it. You get all of the embossed crests on it as well, and including the world map and also the tour thing as well. Some of them later pressings didn't have that at all. They didn't have that thing, but it's thinking about it as well. The set is very expensive. That this set here, this works spec box set, Chris bought his for £100, and it was well worth getting it. This set now is still available to buy on Discogs for a cheap price and it's well worth it. It's just one of the things in life where you sacrifice your money for. And Chris bought it in Newcastle in a shop called Sound something. I can't remember the place of it now. It was a great shop, but unfortunately the record shop went bust, and it was a shame. It was bust. But that is a good set to get anyway from it. It's a good set. Keep your chats coming in, guys, and we'll be back in just a moment. Sacrifice, give it tonight. No, I don't want to release the video capture. Thank you very much. Can I please? No. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to get rid of that now. So there's quite a lot of products there that you guys can check out. Like I say, the best one that Chris got was the Works box set. Great set indeed. And he sold that. We actually gave that box set to a guy called Yander, and who unfortunately I lost contact with him, and he bought that off me for
£65 it was. And it was well worth it. It was a great setting percent as well. And there's a lot more. As I thought, there's a lot more. There's a lot more stuff you can buy on Discogs today. I mean, there's so many Queen things you can get. I mean, one of the things that that I liked so much on the Queen forums used to be was sharing your Queen MP3s, and I think on Queenzone they have still got my copy of Talisman's Forevermore, which Jessica sort of wrote with Marcel Jacob, and it was an amazing song dedicated to Freddie Mercury. It was really good, really good indeed. So yeah, interesting. Was Champions of the World released on DVD? Nope, it wasn't. And I wish they had released that on DVD because, to be honest, it needs a DVD release because it's brilliant. But people had been apparently been bootlegging it because they have been taking that original EMI tape, recording it onto the computer, ripping it to DVD and selling it on eBay. There's the only way to do it. But I will be getting that VHS and I will rip it to my computer and I will be recording it on my VHS player. I'm going to get a capture card though for it to get you get like these new capture cards, USB capture cards now, where you can basically plug in S-video and video in and audio to it as well, and it's going to be good. Well, it's going to be a little bit difficult to do because you've got to try and sync the video with it and do that. Hopefully it should work anyway. Because them USB things, them USB dongles, the USB things you get with them, they're absolutely rubbish. Them rubbish, terrible things they are. You need to try and keep like the audio sync with the video and everything, you know. So that's good. But no, never released. It was released on Laserdisc, but never released on DVD. Shame. There is one video I'd like to get. Hollow Records brought a video called Classic Queen on VHS, and that was an amazing DVD. Amazing VHS. Only available in America though, with some amazing brand new stuff they did. Includes the Wayne Wills version of Bohemian Rhapsody. And their VHS is really good. In fact, I'll try and find it on Discogs and I'll show you where it is. VHS. And it's let's have a look. No. VHS. And this is the one they brought out in America. That's the first one. No, not the first one. And then the second one is there. Okay. So this is what the Americans brought out in their nice case, is the Classic Queen VHS. This is the best one to get, this actually. Very good VHS this is. And I'll just show it to you wrong again. And the track listing's a bit different on it though. Got some great alternate tracks on this VHS set. And you've got Kind of Magic, Bohemian Rhapsody, exclusive Wayne's World version. Yes, it is on this one. Under Pressure, Hammer to Fall, Stone Cold Crazy. That's live from, I don't know where that's from now. All that stuff. Burning of Love, Radio Gaga, I'm Gonna Set You Mad, I Want It All, Time of the Down, The Miracle, and so on. Now, what they didn't do on this VHS was replicate their version of the thing. And it also says Classic Queen music available on Hollow Records for the remasters. Also available on home video, live at Wembley '86. That's interesting, that. Now, I don't know if that live at Wembley '86 on the VHS US version is different to this one.
And apparently this is longer. This is 80 minutes long. So they've included, Horror Records have brought out an amazing thing of it and stuff. And they are, from my point of view, that was the best one they brought out anyway from that. And it's worth it. It's really worth it, that VHS. So it's good. So I do recommend Classic Queen as well for it. I also recommend the CD of Classic Queen and also Classic Greatest Hits as well. They brought out this. They also brought out this video as well. And this is a Greatest Hits American version of it. First time ever. And this is the first one that came out. This is Greatest Hits in their VHS format of this one. And they had a alternative version, and for the first time ever in America included bonus video Bohemian Rhapsody, which is the full unedited version. I think that's the Flames version of it. But it was the first time it was ever out in there. 70s Arrive gets the first video release as well, which is really, really interesting. And yeah. And this is Live at Wembley 86 and Classic Queen as well on that one. And Patch is on by Richard Gray, which is interesting. And that's 60 minutes long. But two good releases there. Horror Records brought out, when they brought out the catalogue and brought out, when they gave all their tracks over to the US company of Horror Records, they basically said, we've just signed you up, we've signed this contract. Why don't you guys in America? And Brian was going like this. Here, go and put some bonus tracks on. Go on. And that's what he did it for. So that's what they did it for. They said, here, mate, put some bonus tracks on. And that's why the American releases were better. That's what I was saying before about the previous streams. We've just been talking about those 94 releases that came out from EMI. They didn't have the money at the time to put the extra bonus tracks on. So that's why they kind of released them in the US, because they were better to have them. And it was the first time the Americans actually got the first releases that they produced anyway. And I mean, you had to hunt high and low to get them in HMV, way before the internet ever existed. You had to go to HMV every week. Virgin Megastores was still open. And it was a nightmare trying to find them. It was just like, oh, they've got American versions. Yeah, I'll get 5 of them. And then you get the next 5. And then you get the next 5. They really are amazing qualities. I mean, they are brilliant. I mean, the CDs at the time were good. They had the money at the time. The Disney Foundation said, let's just do it, you know. And Michael Eisner just said, let's do it, man. Hey, let's do it. Yeah, let's put some remixes on, man. Let's do that. Yeah. And they did it, and they had the money for it, and they said, here, do what you want with it. Includes on the first release of it, the long lost retake of Keep Yourself Alive. And then American versions are great. Excuse me. Oh dear. Bit of a cough and blow from result. Next I'm going to talk about is the Freddie Mercury box set. Here's something interesting for Nicola. Nicola, watching this, I've got something interesting to say about that Freddie Mercury box set. Barcelona CD. The Barcelona CD has got a 1992 print from it's actually the American version of it. It's not the UK version. It's the American sound quality. It's brilliant. The Eddie Shea mix that was done by Hollywood Records. That's a print that's in that box set. It's not actually. It's the 1992 version. It's the. But I think they couldn't get the rights at the time to use that print. But when they obviously bought it from EMI, bought the catalogue and went, all right, we'll just bring it out. We'll bring it the 1992 version of it. American sound quality, fabulous sound quality. That actually has not been. The fact that's the version that was remastered in America, and the sound quality on that is incredible, really good.
and I actually playing that a lot. It's an amazing album. One of the favourite discs I like in that is what Chris loves so much is the instrumental CD. Very moving, very moving indeed. Amazing. Got some amazing stuff on that instrumental CD. It's got the only thing I didn't put in that DVD was on that box set was Terry Lang's version of Guide Me Home. It was later issued on that Love and Let's Sing with Songs, which is a great end to Freddie's thing. And Terry Lang brought out a disc called on Blue Note Recordings. Brought a disc out of all Freddie Mercury stuff, and this guy plays the piano all the way through, and he's the most amazing music you've ever heard in your life. And I think that is still available, that disc anyway. Which I'll look now actually and see if it is available. I don't actually know how to spell his name. Lang? I don't know how you spell it. Terry Lang? Terry Lang? T-Lang? Terry Lang, that's his name. He's a Switzerland pianist, and he brought out a CD called Guide Me Home. I think it was called Guide Me Home. Was it Guide Me Home? Yeah, he did it because he did a version of Bohemian Rhapsody, Love My Life, Must Be More Than Life in this, and really, really good CD. So that was actually recorded for the DVD release of the thing, but he's an amazing guy. So I do recommend that a lot. But it was only on a bonus album called Guide Me Home apparently, and apparently they asked they could use it for their recordings, and he did. And he put, but he didn't put on any of the. He didn't put on the main disc of the bonus discs of those ones. That one there. It's a shame about that. But well worth it. It's called Terry Lang Piano Solo. That's what it's called, and it's beautiful, beautiful stuff. I mean, you could cry to it all the time. It's just really, really strong stuff to listen to. So check it out. Great disc. I think all the releases I've shown you today, you can get them on Discogs, and it's worth it. It's worth it. As I would say, it's worth it. So yeah, I mean, I will be getting a hold of some more Queen stuff later in the next couple of months. So watch this space, guys, for anything else that we need to be up with it. Hopefully, it should be hopefully a thing where I'm going to try and hopefully get more Queen stuff. Actually, there's a shop in I'm going to Washington on Monday, and I'm going there for a day out on Monday. I'm going to the galleries in Washington. There's a new record store there. They've got their tiny little shop. Got some really good records in there and pretty collectible stuff. But it's worth it for going for the vinyls and stuff because they're pretty good prices. I mean, I remember many years ago I had a massive. I told you guys about. I had a massive vinyl collection. I mean, getting back to it now, it's just that I don't have. I used to have a huge vinyl collection, and I went to the shop in the galleries, and it was a great shop. They had all sorts of 12 singles there. I got into vinyl in 1988, and I went to the shop every weekend, even at school times, 87, 88, and I went to the galleries and always just go to this shop, and this shop was brilliant. Had some obscure VHSs and some music was good. And 200 singles were the rage at that time, and I had a lot of them singles. Just like bizarre ones I had. I mean, there weren't notable ones. They were just bizarre ones I bought. You know. So I got into that in 1988, and then I started collecting Queen's greatest hits. I mean, I must have had that collection for about three times. I had that anyway, including the original, which I did have at the time, but it got ruined. It got sold on my other vinyls, and I couldn't keep them anymore because the room I used to live in was not as big as this. It was like that. It's a big, small little box room it was, and I keep passing the old house. When I take her on a walk, when we go to Washington, I take her out and we go back to the old house I used to live in, and it was a small room. The room was small. I mean, this is big. I'm talking about a room that's that small. And every weekend, I used to come back from work on a weekend, and this was 1996, I think it was, 95. And what I'd do on a Friday, I used to, as I worked at Asda in Washington, I used to buy, I used to go crazy on a weekend. My first job I ever worked at was at Pound Stretchers. Now it's closed now, and I used to love that job a lot. Every Friday, I would get on the bus, I would go to Concord, I would go into the video shop, and I would get the first video releases that came out. I got Lethal Weapon 3. I remember buying The Simpsons VHSs, all the collection. Then I bought pizza. I would get on the next bus, go home, get upstairs, get changed, go to my room, and no one's allowed in, and go, "You get out my room." And pizza there, VHSs there. They were good times. And my sister used to come to the room. We used to have chairs. We had chairs in the room. We had like 3 chairs in the room. So my dad was sitting there. My sisters were sitting there. I was sitting on the bed, and I went, "Oh, what's this now?" And straight away, full on VHSs, Simpsons VHS, stick it on. That was Friday night, and that was fucking good. And they were great days, and I loved doing that. And that was really good stuff. And I miss them days now. Really, I miss them a lot. I love doing that on a Friday. Just go mental. And but now it's like my sister's moved on. You see, my 2 sisters. One of them doesn't live here anymore. That's why the dog's up here. And Evan, we go. That's why she's up here. And my other sister's living in Leicester, so that's why she moved out as well. So we had a great childhood. Brought it up a lot on VHSs and stuff, and everything was really, really amazing. So I had a really good childhood for my career. My life was really good. But I wish them days would come back. I wish them days would come back again. I wish they would. You know, it would be really nice to revisit it again and say, "But what's this now?" Now you got like digital media now, and you got Netflix and all that. I'm not really a Netflix guy. I'm not into that. I'm more of a YouTube guy. I watch a lot of YouTube videos anyway in the last couple of months, and yeah, that's got my mindset on Noah's House Party. And then another good story. In 1991, or was it 92? It was 92. 1992 was a good year because that was when Noah's House Party had just started. In that year, I used to come home every Saturday night and every Saturday, put TV on, watch it. completely watching North House Party to the top to the bottom, and I love that show a lot. And it's nice to revisit that again. I love watching that. And then I had a cable box. Had all the old style. And I'm not talking about BT or none of this stuff. Talking about way back was we had we lived in like a cable area. We got cable TV. We had a cable pumping. There was a pumping cable TV in our TV systems. Washington TV had just started in 1987, and they. I remember when I just started, because there was a message on the screen saying Washington TV is coming. Look out for this thing. So channel number 6 was on every afternoon, and I would switch it on, and I'd go, right, I'm going to watch these things on here, see what's happening. And the cable TV providers, which the situated at was Constant House, but that was just a mandatory thing. That wasn't their output. The output apparently came from the still exists today in Washington, in its BT cable services, and they're now providing the cable services for all over the Washington area. And they Washington TV, WTV was brilliant. I wish to God, I wish I could find some of the videos they made. They made it when the company made a video, they made about 3 videos, and they made a video about WTV, like your choice of cable, your choice television. And they it was really weird because the VHS they brought out every month, they stuck the music on ITC music, bam 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 bam, and I wondered, oh, you little sneaky buggers, you just nicked that. I wouldn't use it anyway. And the tapes were produced at High Tech Video in down in Washington, and it was a good station, because all it would do is, if they had nothing to show during the day, they would show they would first of all show their tech service, which was basically a floppy disk, pulling it in every week, switch it on and let it go, and you'd see the logo come up, Washington TV, with all little dots on the bottom of the screen, and I thought that was brilliant. And they used to upload all the stuff on, and in the days of that was great stuff. I don't know what they used, and then they would have a VHS player, and then you could hear, because we had an Amstrad VHS player, and we heard there was a blank screen on it, and they would go, and you would think, oh, what's happening now? So they put on they were playing these VHS tapes, various things from all over the globe. There was a program, there was a chef program, there was a artistry thing, there was stuff filmed around the Washington area for their days out and stuff, and it was brilliant. And that was their home videos made on the channel. Then they made the company videos. They were really good. There's one video that was taped over one of the tapes from the company, and what they did was they filmed it as a North House Party thing of it, which was fucking awesome. And there's this dude that comes on. He hides behind the couch, and the guy's, let's see, he's actually tuning the TV, he's sitting on the couch, and he's doing this on the TV, wondering what's on and everything else. And then all of a sudden, this guy from the couch goes, he's supposed to be American, you know, and he isn't American. He's just like, hey man, why did you get a cable box? Why did you watch this stuff? And the video was really good. It was very good that they did it. And this guy's like saying that, and he says, why did you call 0191 415 0604 to get a cable TV box in right now? And this dude's going, ah! He's screaming all over the thing. It's just fantastic. I really wish I could find that footage. I have looked everywhere on YouTube. and nobody's got it. And if Washington TV had never destroyed all their VHSs, it would be brilliant to find out who's got them now, because you upload them to YouTube, and I tell you what, I'd love to see them again because they were brilliant. I just wish they I hope they didn't destroy them all, because it would have been good, because they're the masters they had, and honestly they were great. And they used to get VHS tapes from Sky Television. They got tapes from Warner Brothers. They showed a film on one of the VHS tapes. It's a film that showed a little Western one. You wouldn't even know it's coming up there. There's this Warner Brothers at the end, and they said, "I was thinking of putting this channel. Let's just throw a VHS on." And then the best part of all was the Saturdays. The first live Saturday one was amazing, and they really went to town on it as well. Hello. No, she wants to follow. Yes. Yes. So yeah, it's those days I'd like to revisit again. I mean, yeah. So if anybody out there in YouTube land has got the Washington cable TV videos from the UK, please upload them, because honestly, if you upload them things, I tell you what, if they are available, I'll head down to Washington and I'll go into the offices and I'll say, let's say, have you guys got any of them old VHS tapes from the Washington cable TV? It's now defunct. And they'll probably say, I think we have. And it says, well, is there a chance that we could use them? Could I use them for YouTube and stick them on? It's like, yes. We really would like to find the first ever cable TV person they did, with that guy who was talking, saying, "This is Washington cable TV here. Good afternoon, welcome to the show." The guy was so nervous. It was honestly, it was brilliant. He says, "Our phones are manned all the weekend, and now we're going to show you Sky One, and now we're going to show you HVC," and yeah, great stuff. Good stuff. Well, guys, I think my time is done now. Oh, someone's been posting me about Black Panther. Ooh. Yes, guys, I am also going to try and get a hold of Black Panther on VHS, and I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of that VHS tape. I'm really doing a new copy of that one from AVR. I'm trying to find another AVR version of that if possible. Or actually, here's a shout out to anybody, Joe Jim, because I've subscribed to that guy. If he can get a hold of that pre-copy preset version of the Black Panther, that'll help me out a lot. That'll help me out a lot. And I can try and recreate that VHS tape of it, which would be good. I really miss VHSs a lot. So I want to try and do side-by-side comparison of the VHS tape. Really good. Alright, guys, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Short stream tonight, but we're back with you guys on Saturday for another live stream on Queensville. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry, we haven't got many people on today, but we're back with you guys on Saturday for a live stream. And so until then, I'll see you guys on Saturday. Have a good week, and see you guys soon. Bye.